It's Gigi no Ri. We've got a new sound setup. Did you know that? We've got mics. We've got not a hum. It's amazing.
Hard one.
It's so incredible. I can't believe it.
We have our patrons to thank.
Yes, indeed we do.
It only took us 4 hours to get this all working.
It is currently 10:25. I got here at 6:30.
It took us so long. The last time we recorded on this new setup, there was a hum in the background that was caused by a USB input. So Mason and I fixed it, but it took 1,000 years, and then we started laughing and listening to each other talk in the mics.
John and Asa did have input. I just want to credit them.
That's true. It's true. Let's do the quick intros so people know our voices. I'm Daniel. I'll be DMing this time.
I'm Mason. I'm playing Luciana.
Tim playing Sagittarius.
I am Tacitus?
Yeah,
Tacitus?
your name is Asa.
Playing Asa.
Okay, that'll work.
This is Jim playing Luna again.
This is John playing Pluto and or Nike.
That's right, you played 2 last time. And speaking of last time, let's do a quick recap. Last time, you guys entered the dungeon. You explored Redacted. I know the name of it, but I just don't want to give it away. Let's just let you guys name it.
Too spoiler or... Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were there.
I wasn't there, so they should name it.
Oh, that's right. You drove off some bandits and took their loot. We can get into the details if you wanted, but basically you went to the dungeon for the first time for real, outside of the orientation dungeon. You came out into an area that looked like a ruined manor or ruined estate, and you found some NPCs to talk to. You found a Spider-Man. You remember that guy?
I wasn't there.
You said
He
it.
was the sad gardener.
We avoided saying that the whole time last time. We never called him Spider-Man.
Oh, did you not?
Nope.
Is he a part of the Spider-Verse?
Well, he was pretty obviously like a Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his name was the gardener, right?
Yeah, and then you guys called him
Me?
Stanley.
Stanley,
Oh,
because Stan Lee had just died. So I think you could name him Stanley
Yes.
in memoriam.
Stan Lee died?
rip in peace.
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes, he did.
Rip that Band-Aid right back off.
Rip
Rest
it.
in peace.
Rip it.
Oh no, the micro dab. Asa just micro
Can we
dabbed.
not do that again?
We'll send a diagram.
Is that too much?
so much.
We're gonna be micro dabbing all night. I got a feeling it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've already done it once.
We need to get a sound effect for when somebody micro dabs. But
That micro dab has a special place in my heart now.
I think it's just the Roblox noise.
no, it could be. It could be.
That's what it needs to be.
Then you found a blacksmith, a skeleton blacksmith with a skeleton beard.
Mr. Skeletal.
That's right. And you found some other options, and then you left for the road, which led you out into some woods. You fought bandits. You killed the bandits. You took the treasure. You came back, and
I mean, you made it sound easy. But
yeah, it was not easy.
No. We lost somebody in the midst of that.
That's right. Was it John's character who died?
Yeah.
You died?
Or no.
Yeah,
Was it Stacy?
Pluto
yeah,
died.
Yeah.
And Stacy died too.
Did he? No, he just was
No,
unconscious.
Stacy's still alive.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Stacy,
yeah,
the
yeah,
person,
yeah,
is
yeah,
definitely still alive.
His character,
Jesus.
Kiss that mic.
his character
Thank you.
has passed. Stacy is still alive.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, no, I think Stacy made his death saves.
He did
not.
make his death save.
Okay, yeah. So
No.
John was the convocation, was it?
That's why I played Nike.
Yeah, that's right.
Just do it.
John's character died, and we will pick up with the consequences of that when we start play this time. Afterward, you guys found their treasure, and then you left and returned to the real world, where you went to the convocation for 3rd period of Saturday, and it was determined that your hall, had won the competition. So all the other groups from all the other halls, including the other groups from your hall, were competing together to see who could get the most treasure from the dungeon this week, and your hall won. The mechanics behind that is that how well you do influences how well your hall does. So the better you do, the better chances your hall does have of winning. So after that, we cut out, and we will return tonight with period 4 of Saturday, which is a free period. I think it says, though, can you check that on the action checklist there and make sure I'm not making stuff up? Should be on the
Period
weekends.
4 says afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah. So it's just a free period. So we will, during the free period, you check on people in the claws, which is the hospital. So we'll get into that, and we'll pick up there when we resume. And where I've got a sound effect. I know I do. Oh, here it is.
Nice.
Nice.
period 4 of Saturday. It's a free period. You can do what you want. I'm not the boss of you. Please, please, place your miniatures.
Give me, please.
Now remember, John, do you have Nike right now? And well, it doesn't really matter. So
Be Pluto.
Pluto's right here. Nike's
Pluto
right there.
is in the claws right now. That's the hospital.
Yeah, that's why he's not on the paper over there.
So you have an obligatory scene with Pluto to see how he reacts to being killed.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should know that you have the option to help Pluto recover. If you want to, then that will take up your turn. You should say next. Otherwise, you can pick one of the other options.
I haven't done this before.
Wait, what's the option to help him? What, huh?
You shouldn't worry about it because your character was... Give me a second.
Yowza.
That was a good sneeze, Daniel.
That was a good sneeze. So is everyone except Luna, which is Jim's character, visiting or being in the hospital?
Luna
Yes.
is definitely not visiting.
So she's not going to chill. She's just going to hang out. I mean, technically, you'd be chilling if you're not doing anything else.
I just want what's next.
Okay,
Well,
that's
we're-
fine.
we're
You
doing
can just
that.
skip your turn. That's fine.
I don't have any stress, so I'm fine.
Now, the claws. You guys have not been here yet. If you consult the map, please hold it up, somebody. This is my map that I scrawled. You can see that in the center of the campus is the hex. Where is that? Am I pointing to it? Yes, there we go. And then there is a giant skeleton of a giant dragon near the hex with its head bursting out from the ground, its rib cage bursting out from the ground, its hindquarters bursting out from the ground, its tail, etc.
A giant's skeleton or a giant skeleton?
A giant dragon skeleton.
Oh, okay.
One of its claws, one of its little hands, is also bursting out from the ground, and a building has been built around these claws. This building is the hospital. It is called the Claws.
So I totally thought it was like CLAUSE,
Not Santa Claus.
And
I
now
thought, it
you
was,
know.
I thought it was Christmas themed this whole time.
No, it's not.
By the way, is hex? Is that like HECK? Is it like supposed to be like HE double hockey sticks?
Yeah, like Alabama kind of
No,
style
we're
hex.
keeping this.
We're going to
PG-rated.
hex.
No, it's
Heckin'.
hex as in a hexagon.
Hexagonal.
Hexagonal structure.
Hexagonal.
That's right. So in the
You got a
claws,
zag on them.
you want flavor text?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
The dragon's claws are bursting forth from underneath the bloodied earth and form a dome that shields the sick and wounded from the flaming star. A sable arras separates the convalescents. The scent of myrrh is censer thick, the work of holy clerics robed in white.
God, who wrote this?
Some
Was that iambic pentameter?
It's iambic
Tetrameter.
tetrameter.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Tetris.
Okay, so the mechanics here are Pluto, you gain 10 stress
10 stress.
from dying.
Oh my.
Just
All right.
gonna write a 1 in front of this
Couldn't-
3
couldn't grab
here.
those over there.
Now, how did you die? Was it arrows?
C.
Okay, so when you die in the dungeon, you die in real life.
Wrong.
Somebody stabbed.
Somebody killed John.
Somebody
Close.
killed John.
Wait, what?
Tim, get your bow and arrow
No,
out.
it's close.
It's gone. It's broken.
I might be the only one here with a
Shoot
bow and
him
arrow.
with arrows until he dies.
Maybe Asa has a bow and
so
arrow.
messed
It'll
up.
be like Platoon when Willem Dafoe dies, but with arrows.
I've
That
got
was
one
really
at my
good.
house.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Okay, so no, when you die in the dungeon, your character in real life suffers bleed, which is a lesser form of whatever injuries you suffered mortally. So you got punctured by arrows, so you've got puncture wounds all in your body. That is your bleed, right? I don't think you really need to write that down, but essentially you're going to be out of commission all week, and you won't be eligible to go to the dungeon next time. So you'll need to play another character when you hit the dungeon next week. Okay, so you've got that. Now, who is here to see him and visit him in the hospital, in the claws?
Sagittarius.
Luciana.
Okay, what is you need to know what rank your relationship is with these characters.
9.
Let's see.
Now, not yours with him, his with you.
So
Oh, I see.
Sagittarius is a 10.
You just note it down somewhere.
Okay, I have it all right here.
Okay, note it. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, it's already noted.
Just
Do you
note
know
it.
what? Okay, I think the bottom of the action sheet there tells you what die that corresponds to. Do you see that on there anywhere? Or does it not?
It's like a plus or a minus.
Okay, if it's 0 is D8 and up and down from that
Okay.
is up and down from
It's
that.
D8 then.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we need to do is, and this is the first time we've done this, I think. Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. Visitors say how they're going to help you come out of it, and then you possibly get advantage, disadvantage based on this. So imagine walking into this dome with the dragon's claws all around you. There is this black curtain that separates all the different beds, and a bunch of white-robed clerics with incense are moseying through and attending to people. And you guys are around his bed when he is waking up from, I guess, what would it be called? His dream or his fake death. And are you just intending to be there with him and check on him? Or is there anything special that you're trying to do?
I want to check on him and encourage his recovery and let him know how he was such a big help in the fight.
Okay.
And that I'm sorry that I let him down as their leader. Clearly, that I let him down.
I have input as well. I was out of the dungeon. I was out of the dungeon because I brought in a plant because I was gardening and I received a virus or a microorganism that caused me to be very sick for the dungeon period.
Oh, that's right. You were out last time.
And after I dealt with that, I successfully cultivated this plant. It was a beautiful plant once it blossomed, and I wanted to bring it to Pluto to encourage him.
All right.
It's not gonna make me sick, is it?
Oh,
Now,
who knows?
every visitor, that is, everyone who's visiting him, that's not him, make a charisma check versus his stress DC. So your stress
13.
DC is 8 plus your stress.
So 21.
That's really high.
Charisma
Eight
check.
plus stress, that's an 18, right?
That's really high.
My stress is 13.
13. And we're trying to roll what?
Ooh.
Thanks, Tim.
Make a charisma check. And you can make it with advantage. No, never mind. That's false. Make your charisma check.
Why, if I've got a +0, I can't win, right?
Oh, this makes sense.
If you get a natural 20,
12.
you did not. So is that all the visitors?
Yeah, because Jim's leaving me in the cold.
Should be.
Okay, that's fine.
Definitely leaving.
So you get no
That's
bonuses from them. If they had succeeded, well, everyone who succeeded on their charisma check, you could have taken your relationship die with them and rolled them all together and picked the highest one out of there to add as a bonus to your roll.
Okay.
I'm just there because I followed you guys in there, and I heard that they were doing like a get well thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make a check.
No, I already
He
did.
did.
Oh, you did.
No,
All
I
right.
failed very badly.
All right, that's fine. So now you get to make your check. This is the determinative check.
Okay.
You can make it with advantage if the approach that they're taking to tending to you think would be super effective. It doesn't make sense to me that it would necessarily right now.
You don't even know me.
So
No, I mean, the only thing about Luciano's approach is that I have kind of just really wanted to grow that relationship. He just had pretty decent. I think we had a connection, and so her bringing me a plant makes me feel special.
that I buy that. So you can make it with advantage.
Okay.
So it's simply a stress save. You make stress saves in other circumstances. This is just a special instance of a stress save. For a stress save, you make a wisdom save versus your stress DC.
Okay. So wisdom save versus 21.
That is correct.
Let me see. What is my whiz?
Goodness gracious.
And to get your save proficiency, that's a course as well that you have to take. So you don't have it yet because you're all level
I
0.
have a 9 in my wisdom.
That's not good, baby.
It's not good. That's a -1.
That's a -1. Get that nat 20.
Get that nat 20, please. And I got it.
You did?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
How?
So you sit up screaming.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That would have been a good time for a soundboard thing.
it would have been, but the time has passed.
Let's not point that out.
Can we
Yeah,
just
thank
do it
you.
again?
Okay.
Then stop.
Let's just do it again.
Just do it.
Let's just do it again.
Do it live. Just do it
We're
live.
just going to get it. We're just going to do it.
Wow.
Pseudo live.
And I got
Yeah.
it. Not really that time.
There we go. Hey, you want it some more?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
No, you're gonna have to.
Can you
you're
just,
not
like,
gonna
lay
want
'em on
that.
thick?
You're gonna listen to that back, and you're not gonna want it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Leave this unedited. I love every second of
Yeah,
it.
we're leaving this. We're leaving this.
No,
in.
I think the listener would also appreciate this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we're leaving all
A
this
little
in.
peek behind
Beautiful.
the curtain.
Yeah, listen.
Don't look at.
We've
Can
got
we
an
just
iPad.
get on to what Luna's doing already? Come on.
We've got an iPad and we've hooked it up to our mixer.
We're
So
following
now-
the protagonist right now,
Yeah.
Jim. So
Oh.
What Daniel's trying to say is that we've made a mistake.
Yes, we've made a terrible mistake.
Made a huge mistake.
So when you succeed on this, basically nothing bad happens, and that's the advantage that you get.
Good.
So give us just the final image of what it looks like when you come out of this, none the worse for wear. If you would have failed, you would have gained a condition, which represented some downward spiral. And so if you had a romantic relationship, I might have specified a condition that would make you sabotage that. It could give you problems studying, yada, yada. So we think of some way this has negatively affected you, and then that condition is something that you have to deal with and try to relieve. You can take it as a burden, basically.
Okay. So my final scene here would be me just kind of giving awkward knucks to Sagittarius.
Awkward nuts.
Telling, what's your character's name, Asa?
Tacitus.
Tacitus. Hey, nice to meet you, Tacitus.
Tacitus.
Thanks for coming to see me. Tacitus.
Whatever
I
you
prefer
wanna do.
Tacitus.
Tacitus. Tacitus, nice to meet you.
Tacitus is
Thanks
my
for coming to
father.
see me. And then asking Luciana, hey, I really hate to ask you this, but could you take notes in some of our common courses and come let me know what they talk about this week during classes so I can hopefully try to not fall so far behind?
I can certainly do my best.
All right. And that's where we'll cut it for period 4, because I think everyone else skipped. Jim, you just skipped. So that's fine. Let's see if there's a
I'm about my business.
random encounter this period. There is not. Period 4 is over. Period 5 is beginning. The bell is tolling to signify the end of 4th period, and now it is 5th period. I believe 5th period is also free on Saturdays. Can someone confirm that for me?
Yes, 5th and 6th period are both free.
Well, 6th period is nighttime sleepy
Oh,
sleeps.
yeah, you're right.
That's right. So while you guys are figuring out what to do, we will take a quick break and be right back. The bell, I should say, is now tolling the end of 4th period. 5th period is about to begin. Please remove your minis from the action sheet and replace them as you wish. This is a free period.
Do I place Nike now?
Just pick one character to play.
Well, one boy's in the hospital, so
So just pick one character to play.
I'm not going to put the guy in the hospital.
Thank you.
I think you should.
Everyone is choosing train except for Luna,
Luna doesn't need to train.
who wants to just get to the dungeon.
Let's get to business.
Luna and Tacitus.
Tacitus.
Tacitus, thank you.
Was also
Tacitus
one
is my father.
to get to the dungeon. All right,
Take
so
to the
that
dungeon.
means let's check for random encounters. By the way, in case people are curious, I treat these turns the same as dungeon turns. So at the beginning of the turn, I will check for random encounters. And then if a random encounter is indicated by the die roll, then I will bring one of the possible types of random encounters that may happen. This may advance plots that are going on, like the meta plots. There is a meta plot or multiple meta plots. It may just be random stuff that give meta plots.
I heard
yes.
that.
It
Sounds
may
like a
just be
Pokemon.
We're going 4th.
random stuff that gives color and flavor. So you don't really know. I'll highlight something, and maybe it's important.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
And a random encounter doesn't mean it's bad.
Doesn't mean it's bad. No,
Right.
it's fine. There we go.
That's a stigma.
That is the stigma. All right, so let's proceed with train. Let's take
So
care of that.
Random.
So training, do you guys remember how this works?
Yes.
You have to pick a course that you are training for, and then note if anyone is training with you for that course. Do you have study partners?
I'm looking at Nike and Sagittarius. Are you on train?
I am on train. I'm going to train melee.
Okay.
Melee 1.
Do you have melee?
I'm training. Wait, how do I check which one's the worst? Do I check my grade?
You should have it written down.
On your course sheet, you should have DCs written down, one for each course.
I don't have DCs
It'd
for
be-
this character.
Be
Well,
the
then generate them now.
And I roll D6.
Straight 3d6.
3d6.
We've recorded the DCs for each class. The DC for your class is how hard the class is personally to you. And this, as I was telling the guys, is the most mechanically dense version of Dungeon Academy. I have other modes that are much more light, but I wanted to just jump into the deep end with this and see how it do. So, everyone who is choosing to train, please note what course you are training for and whoever is training with you. Okay? Everybody got that? You need to know if people are training with you.
It's
and
gonna
how many
be
people.
it's gonna be Luciana, Sagittarius, and
Tacitus.
Tacitus are
Yeah.
gonna be sparring.
Okay. So everyone who's training together rolls in a group. So
Oh, are you in training,
Nobody wants to train with me.
Luna? What are you training with?
I'm nexting.
You're nexting. I am training.
I'm fine. I'm good enough.
Separate because I'm a special boy.
Okay, so John and Stan are separately. Let's do the big group first. So pick the location and the method. We've already chosen the participants. There are 3 elements: location, method, participants.
I don't know, Ganja Bar.
So what course are you training for?
Sparring.
Okay, it's your sparring class. So pick a location on the map. You can ask me questions about it, because if you want.
Can you train in the gardens, or is that just
Yeah.
to visit?
No one's going to stop you. You can walk in the gardens
My
wherever you want.
favorite, Luciana's my favorite place is the gardens. So I'd like to train there if everybody's okay with that.
Okay.
Yes.
The Nalana Gardens, think of Central Park. It's very large and well-tended. It has a greenhouse and mazy gardens with fishing pools and many small footbridges over ponds with fish darting in and out of the surface. And it's rather relaxed element. There are small open meadows that you could train in for sparring. Now then, it is time for you to make your checks. I'm just consulting my rules here. Advantage, disadvantage based on training method. Not going to be applicable here. When you make your check, you will subtract your stress from it. So if you have stress, apply that as a penalty. Now, everyone make the appropriate ability check, depending on the class. Probably strength if you're a strength fighter, dexterity if you're a dexterity fighter.
Okay.
It's D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get over.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
What's the problem, Asa?
What does 1 mean? Is lower better?
I
No.
got a 22.
Okay, that's great.
I rolled a
Oh.
natural 20.
If anyone succeeded,
Did I get jumped?
Two? You did too?
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Whoa.
Well, then we can imagine you guys fighting in the shafts of light coming
Bad.
through from the sunset, coming through the tree cover, and having a great time, laughing it up. And Jim, you're just choosing next. You're skipping. Well, it's funny. So where are you spending your time during this period? This is the period right before bedtime. Are you just in the dorms? Are you walking around campus? What
I'm
would you be
reading
doing?
for pleasure.
Where?
What does that mean?
I'm reading about fairies and mystical things that I'm not even sure really exist, but I kind of hope they do.
Where?
In your college, your dorm, your
in
hall,
my
the Great
in
Hall.
a quiet place, away from everyone. I don't really know.
I need you to look at the map and specify a place.
There.
What did he point at?
It's easy to see with an audio, It's
I'm
easy
gonna
to portray
say
what there
it
is.
landed on.
Didn't he point at it?
Oh my god.
Pointing at lots of things. You're pointing at the tilt right now. The stables. You're
The
pointing
stables.
at the stables.
Stables.
Right now. Pointing at the stables.
Does that make sense?
Stables it is.
Nope.
I mean,
It's
he
isolated.
could be a horse girl.
The
He's in the
college-
rafters.
The College of whatever stars.
Okay.
That
What was your
looks like a
enrollment,
place.
Jim? Do you even have it on there?
What's an enrollment?
Enrollment is how you came to be enrolled at the school, i.e., were you given as a child? Were you exiled? Did you sign up to be a hero for fun, like One Punch Man?
Right there. Right here. College of.
That's not the enrollment.
No.
It's on the same part, but it's under the field.
Yeah,
named
this is.
Look at the same parrot.
I'm YOLO. I'm YOLO.
YOLO.
Yeah.
So he has signed up or Luna has signed up rather for the kicks.
Yeah.
All right. So as you are reading your book on, let's actually write down the name of the book.
Yeah.
It's called On Tape. The book on tape.
I'm going to say 99 fairies and their habituations, unless somebody has a better idea.
Yeah.
I like the On Tape.
Okay. Well, that's noted. As you are reading this, Jim, or Luna, I should say, you will
Yes, Luna.
you feel that there is a presence nearby. You look around, there doesn't seem to be anybody.
Yeah.
And you finally look up, and in the, what do you call that place in a barn where there's
Rafters?
hay? Loft.
Loft.
And in the loft up above you, you see someone looking down at you. It's this guy. You've seen him in some of your classes.
Oh.
His name is,
Yeah, pouty boy.
his name is, I believe there it is. It's Jovianus. He's a C rank, by the way. And he's not in your hall, but he is a magic boy. He's in
Oh.
the College of Stars.
Hi.
And he immediately moves back so that he's not visible, like he's in the hayloft above you. What do you do?
Hi there. Why are you here?
He doesn't say anything.
Ah.
Or maybe he's deaf.
This just won't do. I want to climb up to him.
He's cringing in the corner, and he's got his own book. He's got actually a stack of books, and you can see from the spines that all of them are on fairies.
Wait, mythical fairies or the boats?
Mythical.
Oh wow.
He says, hey, I'm
So
Jovianis. Hope you don't think I'm weird. I'm not weird. That wasn't weird. It looks like it was weird, but it wasn't weird.
Hi, I'm Luna. I love your books.
You-
And I flashed my book.
Yeah. I was gonna try.
Those
to,
are some cool books.
Do you wanna
God, this makes me uncomfortable.
do you wanna read them? We can read them. There's hay right here.
Oh, read them
Could
together.
we do that? Could
It's
we
like-
sit by each other? And
Yeah.
read them?
Doki
do you-
Literature Club.
Do you consider yourself to have a romantic relationship with Jovianis now?
Yes. Yeah, I would love
Oh,
that.
No.
So please note it.
God, this
So like our romantic relationship revolves around reading in a hayloft together about fairies.
Yes, that's right. Jim actually has made the play of the game because when it comes time to enter the dungeon, you
is
get
that
to
a
roll.
euphemism?
It is not a euphemism.
When it comes time to enter the dungeon, as every man does.
If you have a romantic relationship, you get to roll.
It's not a euphemism.
No, we're reading about fairies.
No, you're real.
There's actual literal
Yes,
dungeon that
there's-
we'll go.
So,
When you
so
enter-
what was that name one more time? I just want to spell it.
Sorry, it's IOVI anus.
Stop.
And how do you
Anus.
say it?
And
No
again,
laughs.
This isn't a euphemism.
Don't laugh.
Did you say
Jovianus.
Jovianus?
Yeah,
Jovianus.
or Jovi.
Jovianus?
If you want to pronounce it,
Jovianus?
if you want to pronounce it especially properly,
Yeah,
Jovianus.
Jovianus.
Yorianas.
Well, I'll call him that when I like him more.
Okay, that's
Yep.
fine.
Listen,
What I was saying is that when it comes time to get in the dungeon, anybody who has a romantic relationship currently gets to roll an additional die and add it to their HP.
So I want to ask him, can we...
He is a C rank, by the way. What's your
it starts
rank?
to get late, and I
He's
start to
D.
get... I'm a D rank.
Oh, so then you get a bonus because he's a better catch than you.
Yep. So I start to... So as I start to get sleepy, I want to ask him, do you want to do this again tomorrow night?
Yeah, let's do it. I've got some books that I may have taken from the library without the proper paperwork.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Jim
And
is
he-
way too good at this.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of him in the yearbook, and he looked like the coolest guy ever. But after hearing him talk like that,
He's not.
So I caress his cheek.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, you move fast.
And make eye contact.
Permission for light contact.
No, and I make eye
bet he'd feel
direct. I
uncomfortable
make
with that.
direct eye contact with this guy.
When he stands up, he is super tall.
Wow, that's
Like
really
he's
hot.
like taller than our producer.
It's off-putting. I don't even know how to deal with that
It matches your Tinder profile.
Like, can you reach his
because I
face?
said 6'4" plus, and
Oh, and by the way, he's got. Everyone has an armband that marks what hall and college you're in. So he has a black armband with a star in it, which signifies that he's in Hall Vixenfang and in the College of Stars. You guys all have red armbands with various.
so do we compete against one another?
Yes.
Is he like the top competitor, or how does?
the halls.
So I'll just say, so Luna, traditionally, since she has been playing, has just been the best performing adventurer of all, and superior in every.
All right.
Yeah, top performing.
We can roll to determine his current.
0 damage.
You really got no
100%
damage?
I've taken no damage. 100% performance.
Technically, I haven't
I
either.
get all the treasure.
I would like him to maintain this record when he's on the front lines next time.
He's counter positioning his D rank right now.
All right, so Jim's made some strong moves. He's going to have like
He's
double the
flexing on us
HP
right now.
probably than he
Suckers.
normally would have had because now he has a romantic relationship. This all came from a random encounter that was determined to be something like someone has a crush on the PC. Okay, and the character generator, by the way, spat out. He's an otaku, so like a nerd about something. So in this case, with a notable frame, so it made him really tall and spindly, and it spit out what college and hall he was in. So that's how that works.
Does he have a soft
Nice.
face, or does he have facial hair?
Want to see the picture?
Just barely caressed him.
Just a
Barely
little bit of
caressed
facial hair,
Okay.
just a little bit
Barely-
of stubble.
barely.
That's it.
him.
All
I
right.
think he's cute.
So the bell has ended, or the bell has rung to signify the end of the 5th period.
You didn't do my training.
Oh, we didn't do your training. Okay, do your training. So
So,
what?
he's
What?
stealth.
Where?
Okay.
And how?
He's training stealth because he's rogue, basically.
And who is he?
Nike.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that I like the idea of the fellow rogues, College of, or the, what is it? No,
Shades.
College of Shades guys. They like to either pull pranks on other students,
Yes,
or
absolutely.
on each other.
Yes.
And so he's sneaking around trying to either, and so a lot of them use poison. So like he's gonna try to put something that tastes bad in somebody's drink.
Okay.
His target is Domitius,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and I wildly succeeded in my check.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Okay, so Domitius is a character in Y'all's Hall in Dracophon, and he is the Batman-like guy that you've met before. It's this guy here.
Oh, I liked him a lot.
Yes. So he's just going to put something that tastes really bad in his drink when he doesn't notice and disappear. And I don't think that he gets upset about it. I think he tastes it and then it's just like, oh, you got me, Nike.
He has the best. He's the best spirited personality.
And you
Yeah.
always claim it, like you're like, oh, it was, they always know who it was. It's just kind of like, oh man.
Yeah.
Good
There
job.
are, I don't know if I noted on there, but there are gibbets, which are like hanging cages outside the College of Shades where you get put if you get caught doing one
Okay.
of these things.
Okay.
But if you don't get caught and you've carried off, then you're good to go.
Good.
Cheating Parmesan.
Well, I succeeded.
Oh,
Does
by the
that-
way, everyone who succeeds, make sure you put a little tally or mark beside the course, and that'll correspond to a bonus die when it's
now
test time.
these guys all increased their rank with each other or something because they were training together, right?
We're not. I'm thinking of redoing that because that's just too much paperwork. I don't want
Alright.
to deal with that.
What happens if we failed?
So I need to put it.
Nothing.
I'm just gonna put
You
it-
didn't fail because you trained with them.
We succeeded extremely
You take the
well.
highest result of the group.
I got
For my relationship with Domitius, I'm gonna put down a regular old just 9, I guess.
good for me.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, due to your affinity with Apocalypse World, do I have a sex move?
No,
What?
Could I have a sex move?
it's up to you.
I would like a sex move.
You just make your moves, buddy.
Okay.
There you go. That's one way to increase your relationship with somebody.
How do I know what hall
It's
I'm
a
from?
really good way to get to know someone.
That's right.
How do I know what hall I'm from?
You're with us,
You're Dracophon.
Okay.
All the PCs are from the same hall.
I got you.
and we've been crushing it.
It's
But
like a dorm. It's a big dorm. It's got people from every college in it. So and it forms your party. So you can be in a party with magic users and rogues and all that kind of stuff who are in different colleges. Okay, so that is the end of the fifth period. The bell rings on the top of the Grand Cathedral, which is again on the back of this giant dragon rib cage, and it is now sixth period. Unless you want, you put your character on the thing. If you choose something other than deal or next, you will lose sleep and take exhaustion.
So, losing sleep, would that include seeing my love, Yovianis?
It depends. So if you have a burden about something, write it down as a burden, and then you can choose the deal action and deal with the burden. If it doesn't take up 8 hours or whatever, then you can take it and then...
Would it be weird if my
go to sleep.
character were extremely attracted to Yovianis?
No, it's up to you,
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
This is a role-playing game of imagination
Would
for
you-
I
fantasy.
feel like she's a really good student.
Would you have
but
told-
She's a little distracted.
a little
Would you
distracted.
would you have told any of us about it?
Yeah. So which you guys have a female character?
I do, and
I would have totally told you about.
Okay, so I'm saying, Luna, you really need sleep tonight. Please don't go sneak out and find him. Like, you just met him today. Don't go sneak out. Okay, I don't even sneak out and look at the grate with Pluto or search for this mystery thing. We all sleep. Just gotta take a break. Go to church with us tomorrow, and then you can
What's
go
this-
see him.
What's this talk about sneaking?
Sneaking? I'm not sneaking.
Really
You
good
know,
at
I'm a
that.
teenage girl.
You're not in their house. They're in.
That's not a very compelling argument.
Y'all are on opposite sides of the hall.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to convince you. I'm just making sure my input is voiced
do we
to you.
hold hands when we talk?
Yeah, like one on the shoulder, one on the hand.
I feel like
We like talk like very closely and intimately.
This is the most masculine game we have ever played.
Listen. I
story game.
like playing the female characters.
This is as it was played in 1974.
I feel like I have a whole regimen that I do. Like I'm an A class, so like I gotta keep up my status.
He's the only A class.
Yeah,
Are you really?
yeah, I'm an A class.
What a
He's
punk.
incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
we're taking all the same
Nice.
classes, and I sweat a little bit every time.
Yeah,
He's a good looking fella.
yeah. So like I have a whole regiment that I do before I go to bed. So I'm definitely going to bed. I have to get my hours into sleep.
You do
And
like moisturizing, and-
moisturizing?
and like,
Elbow cream.
and
Yep.
exfoliating.
Yep. First you cleanse. No, you exfoliate, cleanse, then you moisturize.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would like to make a wisdom check to see if I want to sneak out. Is that I would like to make a wisdom check.
Can I-
to see
can I
if
help her with that?
Want to sneak out?
Can I add like a?
Yes, I think you should also take stress.
Uh huh.
So increase
I
your
would
stress
love it.
by 3.
Yes.
Can he get a +1 for me just with the cucumbers on my eyes yelling "Don't"?
Can I make a
He-
suggestion?
No, you're in a different hall from me, right?
I thought we were.
Wait, are
you're in
males
the
and
same
females
hall. You're in
separated?
Dracophon Hall, but I've got an illustration here to show you what it looks like.
Oh.
Hall Dracophon. Now I'm making my own custom version of this, but this is what I based it on. Although I don't know if you can see it that well.
If
so let's
Luna-
not worry about it. So just imagine a mostly rectangular castle shape, and on the east and west sides there is an outer ward that's in between walls, and that's where the 2 like actual residence halls are. One for the girls and boys.
Can I make a suggestion about that stress?
Yes.
That he only take the stress if he doesn't go out to
She.
meet them. If she doesn't go out to meet.
No, it seems
Now,
That's
that's
a-
kind of interesting.
That's a fantastic idea.
Well, can I?
So you just get to choose.
Because it encourages me to do something that
Risky.
could be
can
risky
my
and
can my
dramatic.
influence raise his DC if I roll something good enough? Because we're a 10. Luna and I are 10.
Yeah, sure.
Is there something I need to roll?
You can increase the stress that he would take, because I think
You gonna
John
guilt me?
suggested not making it a check, but just a choice.
Oh,
So-
a choice.
Well, I
Okay,
don't-
never mind.
Whether
then.
it's a check or not, I
don't know.
I think matters. But if he fails and he ends up going out, I think he takes stress.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. If he rolls against him, like if he keeps him here, doesn't take any stress.
He made a
but
good
if
argument.
he goes out against like his better, like don't do it. I think he should take more stress. I think that's cool.
What's your relationship rank with?
10.
Okay, so it's just plus nothing. Okay, that's fine. So just decide what you're going to do. You're going to take the 3 stress, or are you going to stay in?
I'm going to take the 3 stress and I'm going to explore this relationship. It feels really
Oh, wait,
right.
no. It was 3 stress to stay in.
Yes.
To act against your better
See, the-
judgment takes no stress. It's
right.
easy.
So it's no exhaustion and 3 stress.
Act against your better judgment.
or
takes
take
no stress.
exhaustion
It's
and
easy.
no stress.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's either
okay.
exhaustion or stress.
So I have to go see him.
So that's
even
why-
even if it affects our relationship, I have to do this.
No, listen, Luna. We've been hanging out for a couple weeks now, and I
He's
understand now.
So hot.
I tried to. Now listen.
And the funny thing is, he's just like average. He's a C.
No, have you met Tacitus though?
you
But to
seen
be
me?
fair, I know Luna. I argued against it, but I'm not hanging on this. Like I'll go to bed, I'll sleep fine.
But are you jealous?
Am I jealous of you having a relationship?
Yeah.
Not
I
with
wouldn't
that
tell
guy.
you. I wouldn't show any signs either.
Not with that guy.
Is that why you're trying to talk me out of it? Because that's what I think.
Listen. This is not the time, Luna. This is not the time.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to go.
Yeah.
All right. Roll
And I want to
time.
kiss him.
All right.
But does he want to kiss you? Wow.
So here's the problem, though.
Yeah.
It's late night.
Yeah.
People are already in their halls.
Yeah.
So here, pull up the map, please.
I see it.
Okay. So Hall Dracophon's over here on the east. What's this? Western.
Wish.
Western side.
And Vixenfang is up here somewhere, right? Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. So Hall Vixenfang. Let's see if I have flavor text for that. I don't think I do. No, I don't. But it's called the Burrows, and it's a large mound that I think it's called Derinkuyu or Derinyuku in Turkey. It's a place that's been excavated, like a bunch of hobbit holes that go in like really high mounds and then go deep underground as well. So that's what this place looks like. So you can go try to sneak in or hope that you find him outside. Maybe because you don't actually know where he stays
Could just knock on the door and ask.
in the dorms. That's another thing you can do.
my
I just want to know what
So
your
I don't
character
even know
would
where
do.
he stays.
You know he's in the
Well,
hall.
No, I was hoping to meet him to read again in the same place. The same place we always like to go.
But you
That one time.
told him.
That one time.
God, this
You
makes
told
so
him
much sense.
today.
Yeah.
You said tomorrow night we'll meet here.
Yes.
Why
that's
would
what
he?
I mean.
Why would he be there the same night?
Oh, no, I meant the next night.
Oh, well, this has all been for naught then.
Oh.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
Okay. Yeah, this is just the same night.
Darn, I'm really confused.
Yes, don't worry about it, baby.
Okay.
So you just go to sleep.
So I thought that was the night phase of the...
It's the same night. It was
Okay.
literally like an hour later.
Pretend this happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think Jim thought that we already had a night cycle and we were on this next night cycle.
The
after
cycles
the
are
first night
confusing.
cycle.
I'm sorry.
So,
It's
My
just
cycle's all messed up.
imagine time if it were linear, and that's how time works in this game.
Huh.
Yeah. It goes one face to another.
Imagine
So-
if
But
time
just
were
like in real
real.
life, you want to cut out more of the not good parts.
time
and just
were
have
cute,
the good
though.
parts.
So you're talking about from like 6:30 to about 10.
You don't have like the
No, hold
exciting
on,
parts.
about
The
11:30.
exciting parts.
Jim doesn't like the simulator mode of this
Pop, pop,
game,
pop.
where you go period by period.
I'm enjoying playing gym mode, but I also think that there's stuff
I
in
had fun
between.
with that, but I'm sorry that I misunderstood.
That's okay.
I mean,
You
I
know,
could still just
that conversation can still happen
You know
in the
what?
future.
I could still go see him,
But have you seen Tacitus?
but I don't even know where he lives.
Consider
so it
this-
would make sense.
Consider
I
this
know.
a side effect of my spellcasting training. I had a premonition or something.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, we've got that worked out anyway. Everyone goes to sleep, and let's see if anything happens during the night. Shall
Everyone
we?
dreams of Tacitus.
Actually, something does, and I have got the perfect idea for what does happen.
Test the streams of tests.
You're not Pluto. You're Nike. However, Pluto is still recovering in the claws, and this night, please take 3 more stress
For Pluto.
for Pluto. And you have a vision or dream, or maybe it's real, who can say? But all around you, you look down at your sheets on the bed, and they're beginning to soak redder and redder and redder with blood until the blood piles up into a column and then takes on the aspect of a human figure, a young boy.
Tacitus.
And he looks at you, and you can read his lips, and he's saying, "Help me," over and over again.
Nice.
And then he fades, and all the blood just collapses and splashes all over you, and you wake up and take a level of exhaustion. You can't get back to sleep the rest of the night.
Oh, that's the worst.
Hmm.
You got to get up for work. You don't want to take any more NyQuil.
Pluto has had the strongest interest in this case from the beginning. The case of the murdered boy.
Indeed. And the blood figure did bear strong resemblance to Secundus, who was murdered earlier.
Good lord.
You don't remember
This
that?
is dark.
You could listen to the episodes.
Yeah, I
Did you know,
guess,
Ree?
but like...
Actually, I don't know if that episode was recorded. It might be the patron only. Speaking
I
of
don't think
which,
it was recorded.
no,
actually.
the seeing him on the
Okay. I don't
spear
think it
was on
Hey,
podcasts.
let me read this back to you and make sure I have my details close enough. Blood on hospital bed forms into small boy and says, "Help me," over and over again, and then the blood splashes all over him.
I wouldn't say small boy, just a teenage boy.
Teenage boy.
You know what? Second guessing myself. Doesn't matter. Secundus.
Into teen boy.
And that will be all the time we have for tonight. We would like to get through more of it, but we spent so much time fixing our audio tonight.
That's a very strong
And
use of
having
we.
fun. There was a lot of fun.
There was a lot of fun. We need to turn the fun down to 0.
Yeah.
Is there a fun input on this mixer?
There were a
Yeah,
couple...
There are a lot of knobs
Listen,
in
I'll
that. I
study.
think
I'll
you
figure out
can
how
find
how
one.
we can get that fun
Hey,
down.
Hey,
for
Daniel.
next time.
There were a couple times where the fun was muted for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, have you guys seen the micro depth?
Micro
Only they
dab,
could
big-
see the micro
big-
dab.
Bigly.
I'll
So-
show you guys where I found that, by the way.
Please do.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jim?
I don't even know anymore.
GG no re. Wait, not GG no re yet.
Wait a
wait.
second.
We got to take advantage of our
Oh.
situation.
Listen to this.
I just want to say tune in to Gigi Nori After Dark,
Oh, yeah.
where we break down the episode.
Patrons only.
Oh, this episode is already broken down.
It's already shattered into tiny
This
pieces.
is a broken episode already.
Patreon.com/GGNoRe. GGNoRecast.com. GGNoRecast on Twitter.
Is it at
thank
GG
you.
No Recast?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Hey, what's our
Gigi
Reddit?
No Recast,
Because we
Facebook
should have one of those
slash
now because we
Gigi
are
No Recast.
officially supporting Reddit for the OSR community.
We should have a Reddit thing.
We seriously
Yeah,
should.
we're gonna start doing that.
Do you want me to start a Reddit?
Yeah.
No,
I'm on it all the time anyway.
I want to
No.
do it myself.
Yes. We're gonna all help.
What that means is that Daniel will tell us what to do.
Bye.